Well, hello there, and good evening, everyone. Hello to YouTube and to other social outlets. I'm William Brantley from the North Jackson, Tennessee area on Walker Road, ready to share with you yesterday's and today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days shortly. I'll go ahead and start with the usual information that I give you and take it from there. Start with yesterday's climate summary here in North Jackson. The low temperature yesterday was 38 degrees. Yesterday's high was 49 degrees. Had 43/100ths of an inch of rainfall here in North Jackson yesterday. Bemis, Tennessee, and South Jackson had a half an inch of rain. The highest wind gust yesterday was 16 miles per hour out of the southeast at 7:57 a.m. Yesterday's coldest low in West Tennessee was 37 degrees, and that happened in Savannah, Tennessee. Yesterday's highest temperature was 49 degrees, and that occurred in Memphis, at the Memphis, Tennessee airport, at the National Weather Service office in Memphis, and right here in North Jackson, Tennessee. Today's climate data as of 5 p.m. Turned out to be a cloudy, gloomy day today. Was hoping for maybe a little bit of sunshine toward late afternoon. It's not going to happen, and it's not going to clear up tonight either, like it was hoped to do. It's not going to clear up now, it looks like, until Wednesday evening. We're pretty much stuck with the cloudy skies rest of tonight, tomorrow, on into Wednesday, with a pretty good chance for some rain, maybe heavy at times, moving in by around lunch tomorrow. But probably not till then, though. I had a little brief forecast there. As of 5 p.m., the skies were cloudy here in North Jackson, and the temperature was 47 degrees. The dew point was 43 degrees. The humidity was at 86%, and the wind was out of the southwest at 7 miles per hour. The barometric pressure was 30.16 inches of mercury. Today's low temperature so far has been 45 degrees. Today's high has been 51 degrees. I've had 4/100ths of an inch of rain here, 0.04 here, and that occurred during the 7 a.m. hour this morning. I don't think Bemis had any. They're just here mainly in North Jackson. North Park off of North Highland had, I believe, 1/100th of an inch of rainfall there, according to Mr. Eddie Holmes's weather station there. West Tennessee Weather Online is his internet station. Let's see. Well, like I said, 4/100ths here, though. Lowest humidity would be 86%. Yeah, that's the lowest humidity. 86% is the lowest it got today. And that's pretty high for a low amount. And that occurred at 2, 4, and 5 p.m. today. Well, that's a very high, low humidity. Oh, Lordy. And of course, the highest was the maximum, 100%. And that occurred several hours today at 12 and 1 a.m. and then again at 4 through 9 a.m. So needless to say, the air's been very damp today, even though we really didn't get a whole lot of rain out of it, just 4/100ths of an inch. And of course had some fog early this morning. It wasn't real bad though, not here in Madison County. And I think it was like 1.5 miles was the lowest that the airport reported, and I forgot the hour. I forgot to check that part. Sorry about that. Okay, beyond that, the lowest humidity, no, I done gave you that one. The lowest barometric pressure is 30.13 inches today, and that occurred at 1 a.m. while the highest was 30.22 inches, and that occurred at 10 a.m. this morning. The highest wind gust today would be 17 miles per hour out of the west at 9:30 a.m. The records for today, December the 18th, hottest high would be 70 degrees, and that occurred in 2006. The coldest high would be 24 degrees, and that happened in 1964. The warmest low would be 57 degrees, and that occurred in 2002. While the coldest low would be 9 degrees, and that occurred in 1964. Today's rainfall record, 1.97 inches of rain, and that occurred in 1990. Snowfall record had a little bit today. Back in 1985 and 2010, we had 0.3, which is about a quarter of an inch, maybe a 16th of an inch over that, roughly, which is technically no snow. Anything less than a half an inch is considered no accumulation on the ground. Half an inch or above would be considered 1 inch, but it'd be less than a half an inch there, 0.3. And again, that happened in 1985 and 2010. Alrighty, I believe that's all the basic stats. Let me get me a little something to sip on. I almost said sniff. I don't do stuff like that. Maybe that'll help me through the rest of the video. Sometimes I get a little dry talking. Well, speaking of that, I'm through with the paper printout part. Excuse me for messing with my hair now. Let me go ahead and show you the radar. Of course, AccuWeather's radar. And let me see if I can update it here. And give you the very latest. I think it just updated. Yeah, 8 p.m. Yeah, that is the latest. All right, cool. Let me move this back a little bit so I can get a better view. There it is. Let me see how close I can get it now. I'm gonna try to let it sit still for once. Don't know how long that'll last. And that way to give you a better idea. It won't be shaking so much. And we're clear. Precipitation rise all across the state. Cool. All right, let me move on to the regional. I'll try to do the same thing with it. Bear with me in case I get a little shaky. Okay. That's pretty good right there, isn't it? There's tomorrow's rain. Down there in Louisiana and Texas. It's not all that impressive right now, though. There's some precipitation up there in West Virginia, but moving away from us. And just a little bitty small area down in Alabama and Georgia. Everybody else looks okay, but that's our rain tomorrow around noon. Excuse me, I've been doing that off and on all day. And I wonder how many people's been sneezing thanks to this stagnant, cool weather. I'm sure there's been plenty. And I feel sorry for all of them, including me, in that respect. All right, let's move on to the national view. Alrighty. Whoa, it's snowing up toward Canada quite a bit still, isn't it? Here's the national radar showing the precipitation down there in Texas, Louisiana, and snow up along the Canadian border from coast to coast almost. A few little breaks here and there. Pretty heavy snow up there in Maine. And a little bit over there toward upper Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota, and North Dakota, and of course Montana, Idaho, and on over to Washington State. And of course they had that big train derailment over there in Washington State earlier today. Amtrak passenger train that derailed in a town not far from Seattle, and of course killed a few people. Can't remember the number. I think 13 of the 13 cars derailed up there. That's all I really know at the moment. Alright, let's move on to the Weather Underground's surface map. And as you can see where all the systems are. Well, look at that funny looking front. And that stationary front to our south, that's forming into a big rainstorm. Radar just updated on Weather Underground. And there you see raining up there in the northwest, snowing up north. There you see the fronts that are creating all that snow up toward the Canadian border. Yeah, it's snowing pretty good up there in that part of the country. Getting a tour here. As of right now, nothing here in Tennessee though. Let's hope that continues, at least until tomorrow. Alright, let me take a close-up view of this one. Let me get a little bit closer. That might be good enough, actually. That's Tennessee. Got a trough to our east and north in the Carolinas. And again, that's tomorrow's rain down there. There you see the other systems. Let me get one more close-up view of Tennessee for fun. That's a good view right there. Let's see if I can move it so you can see the precipitation a little bit closer. There we go. It's a close-up view of it down there. It's still scattered. It's really nothing heavy organized yet. That won't be coming until around noon tomorrow. Is the thinking right now. Alright. Well, that's okay. Let me move on to the I call it a detailed forecast. I'll turn it around so I can read it to you because I think it's easier for me that way, and I won't get too confusing. I hope. Goodness, I'm gonna need a haircut, don't I? Here I am talking about that on the video. I'm supposed to be getting one sometime this week. Okay. Of course, tonight's forecast is continued mostly cloudy skies. We might get a little bit of a break in the clouds, but won't last long. It's mainly going to stay mostly cloudy, like I mentioned, all the way till sunset Wednesday night. And we should have some 60% chance of rain moving in by tomorrow afternoon. Maybe my isolated thunderstorm here and there during the early afternoon, but mainly heavy rain. 90% chance by tomorrow night of rain, that is. We should have a low tomorrow morning of near 44 degrees. Tomorrow's high should be about 56 degrees. We should have south winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour. The new moon was complete today, or this evening. It's already set though, 5:24 p.m. The sun rises tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., sets tomorrow evening at 4:45 p.m. The moon will be rising tomorrow morning at 7:54 a.m. and be setting at 6:12 p.m. tomorrow evening. On into Wednesday, it looks like it's going to be mostly cloudy again, with a 80% chance of some more rain, heavy at times, until sunset, around 5-6 o'clock. So it looks like it's going to be raining all day Wednesday, daylight hours at least. But then by sunset it should clear up and become mostly clear. With a low near 49, a high of 57, with north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And it looks like on Thursday it's going to be mostly clear skies again, finally, all day, finally. With a low near 40 and a high of 61. So it'll actually really feel nice Thursday. Thank goodness. Got one day that's going to be really nice. Cool. With south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And on Friday, I'm back to the clouds. Get ready for an interesting weekend. Even though it's Christmas weekend, going to be mostly cloudy Friday with a 90% chance of rain, and maybe a few isolated thunderstorms are possible during the morning hours, but just showers by noon. The thunderstorms will be gone by lunch, but it'll still be raining during the afternoon hours, all into the evening actually. 90% chance during that whole period there. With a low near 53, a high of 62, with south winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour during the day, northwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour by Friday night. By Saturday, we're going to have mostly cloudy skies continuing with a 50% chance of some rain till noon, then becoming fair. With a low near 35 and a high of 49, with north winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday, another mostly cloudy day with a 40% chance of showers by noon, then a 50% chance of precipitation by sunset. It's going to be interesting Sunday night. We may actually have a little bit of winter mix with the precipitation Sunday night. Chance is only 50%. That's high, but not super high. Low temperature should be about 31 degrees Sunday morning. High should be about 42 degrees with north winds at 10 to 20. And then it's going to turn off fairly sharply colder by Christmas Day, it looks like, with mostly cloudy skies till noon on Christmas Day. The chances of precipitation has been dropped for now, and I do emphasize for now. Earlier today around lunchtime, we were supposed to have fair skies. But once again, 6 hours later roughly, it's back to mostly cloudy conditions. But at least for now, the precipitation chances has been dropped. Like I said, mostly cloudy till about noon, then becoming fair. So maybe Monday afternoon and evening, Christmas Day afternoon and evening, will be okay, precipitation-wise. But it's going to be cold either way. Low near 24 degrees Christmas Day morning. High of about 36 degrees, so it's going to be a cold day with north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And finally, by Tuesday of next week, the 26th, precipitation has been removed once again. It should be mostly clear as of right now, tonight, with a low, sounds like Santa Claus, doesn't it? Don't mean to be. Oh, that's ho ho ho. No, oh, I better quit joking around. Low of 17 degrees. My goodness. Low of 17 degrees next Tuesday morning, December 26th. High of 37 degrees. That'd be a nice little warm up, even though 37 is still kind of cold. With north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Whew. And I'll go ahead and give you Wednesday of next week, the 27th. Mostly clear with a low near 16 degrees. Woo-hoo! Give me another cold one there. With a high of 35 degrees with north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Alright, that's it on the 9-day forecast. If you'd like to read it, of course, you can go to my two websites, South Jackson Weather. wordpress.com, or on Google, it's Mr. William Brantley's forecast.blogspot.com, either one. Or, of course, you can go to Twitter, my Twitter page, or my Facebook page, find the links there, and click it on there and read them there if you'd like to, your preference. Alrighty, I guess just one more time, if you don't mind me mentioning it. Mostly cloudy skies tomorrow, but the 60% chance of showers by noon, 90% chance by tomorrow night around sunset, with low near 44 and a high of 56, with southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And one more quick time, the sun rises tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. and sets at 4:45 p.m. 4:45 p.m. Moon rises at 7:54 a.m. and sets at 6:12 p.m. Alright, that's it for tonight, folks. Good night. God bless you. And hope and pray I get a chance to talk to you again tomorrow night. And until then, good night, my friends. And God bless you and sweet dreams. And thank you for listening and watching.